Imagine your life not as a path to a goal, but as a dark, hypnotic gallery of unfinished masterpieces and abandoned ideas. A silence reigns, heavy and suffocating, because not a single project has uttered its final sound. There, in the corner, covered in dust, lies a meticulously completed business plan that could have changed your life, but never made it to the first sale. Next to it, a half-completed but completely forgotten online course that promised mastery but never received your final signature. And most importantly, there are broken and unresolved relationships where you always ran, instinctively avoiding the most painful and most transformative moment, true, vulnerable intimacy and the responsibility for the end. You constantly search for an external, understandable reason for your flight. You convince yourself that you have a fundamental, innate problem with motivation, that you're simply too lazy, or that you lack the discipline that others seem to so easily demonstrate. You blame your habits, your schedule, your daily planning, but these are merely mental crutches that mask a true, deep psychological mechanism. You're a master of beginnings, a kind of first-step addict. You're fired up by an idea, experiencing a powerful euphoria from a new opportunity, from a clean, untouched slate, but as soon as the novelty wears off, as soon as the monotonous, boring, routine work begins, the very same work that separates amateurs from professionals, you cool off, find a subtle excuse, and retreat toward a new, alluring start. You constantly restart the same cycles, wasting energy on endless starts, but never receiving the reward of finishing, never cementing the power of completion. You think you're simply searching for the perfect project, the perfect technique, or the perfect, guaranteed moment. That's a lie your mind is feeding you. The truth: your brain psychologically sabotages finishing because completion means immediately presenting yourself to the world. It protects you from the pain of public judgment, criticism, and the undeniable failure that can come with completion. Incompleteness is your psychological refuge, your fortress built from potential. In this fortress, your potential always remains perfect, undeniable, and untouched by the harsh reality of criticism. You'd rather be someone with enormous potential than someone who tried and failed. The myth we're busting: we believe that the inability to finish is a willpower issue or a character flaw. It's a moral failing that needs to be treated more with discipline and self-torture. This isn't true. The truth: it's a deep mental trap of self-protection, where the fear of a negative outcome and the fear of public judgment are stronger than the desire to win. Our mind instinctively prefers the comfort of eternal potential to the risk of a finite, measured outcome. This is emotional economy. We will reveal the hidden psychology of abandoned projects, the dark motivation that keeps you stopping just short of the finish line. We will show how your thinking can intelligently reset habits, kill idealism, and restore the power of completion as the most powerful form of confidence. Insight number 1, the drug of starting, dopamine trap. Your brain is a novelty-seeking machine. Starting a new project is a powerful dopamine rush, comparable to a soft, legal drug. Your brain generously rewards you for searching, exploring, and mastering new things. This is an instinct that once helped you survive. You become addicted to the euphoria of an idea, the chemistry of possibility and a blank slate, but you avoid the painful, monotonous routine of completion. Euphoria requires little effort. The brain quickly learns: why should I toil for months, face difficulties and boredom, if I can just start something new tomorrow and get another quick dopamine reward without the risk? Communication and relationships: a person who constantly switches partners becomes addicted to the chemistry of first dates and the emotional rush of the beginning, avoiding the effort of deep communication, conflict resolution, and the boredom of a long-term relationship. You run away from the labor of love. Dark secret: incompleteness is a form of addiction, a psychological escape. You depend on the sweet potential of the future, rejecting the real routine work and accepting responsibility for the final product. Insight number 2, fear of judgment, a threat to the ideal. At the root of incompleteness lies a fear of evaluation, not laziness. Philosophy: as long as a project is unfinished and exists only in your head, it remains a pure, unquestionable ideal. In your mind, it is absolute and flawless. Completion requires public evaluation. Your work will leave the world of potential and become a final, concrete, criticized product. It will have flaws, and these flaws will be yours. Psychology: the fear of a mediocre or, worse, negative result is stronger than the fear of doing nothing. You fear that the result will not match the greatness of your idea. You protect the illusion of your limitless potential. If you haven't finished, it means you're a potential genius who simply didn't want to see it through. This is the perfect ego defense. Truth: The mind sabotages the finish line to keep high self-esteem safe from external criticism. You sacrifice real success and firm confidence for the illusory flawlessness of your inner world. Your mindset must understand, your perfection is a prison for your actions and your confidence. It keeps you paralyzed at the beginning of your journey. Insight number 3, the emptiness of victory, goal as protection. You must understand that for many people, a goal is not a result, but a process of struggle, fuss, and busyness. This process is an emotional crutch and a form of identity. Your identity is built on struggle, on the status of a person striving for greatness. What happens when the struggle is over? Who are you without this goal? Emotions. Completing a great task often brings emptiness, existential sadness, or a sense of, what next? This is the aftertaste of victory, when dopamine wears off and silence remains. The brain refuses to complete to avoid the fear of a vacuum, a lack of meaning, and the need to start a new, uncertain struggle from scratch with new, unknown risks. Practice, smart completion, killing the ideal. Your strength lies in consciously accepting mediocrity midway through. Remember, perfectionism is self-sabotage masquerading as a desire for quality. It's simply a fear of the finish line. Confidence requires developing the habit of letting go of the ideal and accepting good enough for the finish line. The first draft is always bad, and that's okay, it's part of the process. Your brain must understand, a completed project of average quality is stronger than a perfect, unfinished project. Action and result are always stronger than theory and potential. Philosophy, the finish line as the start and the cycle. Life is a series of completed cycles, not endless lines. Completion is not the death of a project, but the beginning of a new level of mastery, based on concrete experience. Secret, you develop a winning mindset and strength of character when you finish, not when you start and dream. The finish line is the only point of growth. Your frame should be, I complete this cycle today so that I have the right to begin the next one tomorrow with new knowledge and confidence. Emotions of uncertainty and anxiety disappear when there is a solid result that can be touched, assessed, and presented to the world. This is the foundation of self-esteem. Your strength lies in action, determination, and concreteness, not in a cloud of theoretical potential. Your relationship with success strengthens with every completed point, with every final chord. You rewrite the script of your mind. Self-affirmation, your value lies not in potential, but in solid proof of action and completion. Proof is stronger than hope. Severing the connection between completion and threat is the only path to true, unshakable strength. Your mind is freed when you realize that criticism of a completed task is harmless to your self-esteem, because you have already won by demonstrating the courage to complete it. You deserve confidence based on the facts of your victories, not on the vague hopes of your potential beginnings. Psychology, your brain must switch from the dopamine of beginnings to the serotonin of satisfaction, pride, and the calm of completion. This is a more mature reward. The secret of power, your unfinished project is not a hope, but a monument to your fear. Finish it today to kill the illusion of perfection and start acting from true power.